Welcome back to the B-Sides. Another episode with you, your man KZL and your man Big Swag, of course, doing our thing again. Um, Interesting conversation. On the B-Sides, we just give you the barbershop talk. We just get cut and dry. We don't really get into too many topics, but we're gonna get into one topic. A lot of stuff has been going on in the media on the relationship side of the game, on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and what have you. So I know y'all seen this list out. It was a group of ladies made a list of places men shouldn't take them on the first date, on the first date. So that's been floating around. I know a lot of people have seen this, and everybody been making their comments and what they think and what they feel and what have you. Um, and so we're just gonna get really. We're not gonna get too much into it because a lot of people have broken down this list. Let's just go over it really quick though. So we get Swag may not know nothing about this. You may not have seen this list, but okay, list of places women absolutely refuse to go out on a date, first date. Now listen, the first date, and to basically just breaking it down was the whole Cheesecake Factory incident. Now we know now that that was staged, of course. Who has a damn camera right there? We're on a date, like, hey, where we going next? They don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm saying? So nobody ain't filming like that. So we know that was staged. So number one was the Cheesecake Factory. Now I'm gonna say something about the Cheesecake Factory side of the game before we get into our main topic. The cheesecake side of the game, I'm not a fan of the Cheesecake Factory either. I'm just gonna be real. As far as I'm a foodie, as far as on the food side of the game, they food to me is like Olive Garden. It's some nasty ass shit. But that's just me. That's just because of my preference. I don't like to eat there. I've eaten there before and I didn't got sick off their food before. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. Um, but there were other places on the list. Let me take my glasses off. Other places on the list that I probably would take on the first date. Like, what was that? Starbucks. I think Starbucks is on here. Yeah, Starbucks is number 17. And then they said no to coffee dates. Uh, Now, back when I was first dating and whatever like that, or if I would ask a woman
Back
out
in the
on a
day.
date,
Yeah.
Starbucks date would be a good date. Yeah, back in the day, Starbucks would be a good date. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man with Starbucks, you know, um, you're not spending this much. You're not making a huge investment. But with Starbucks, you're just getting coffee. So maybe a scone or some shit. I don't know. But it gives you the
Yeah.
opportunity to sit down and converse, not converse, sit down and chop it up with your date. Get to know them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Gives you
coffee
good
conversation
gives
is
you
good
good limits
sometimes.
too.
So what's your thoughts on?
Oh yeah, like I like the Starbucks up there
Yeah,
because
yeah. What's
you get to get the coffee, and whether you into it or not, you can find something at Starbucks that's good enough to go down. And then by the time the drink gets cool, you already know if it's gonna be another date or a sitting or not. You know what I'm saying? All it cost you was a cup of coffee.
right? Now, see, the thing is, with a lot of the ladies these days, out there, they feel that's a cheap date. They say, "Oh, that's a cheap date." Now, the thing is that I just say that you shouldn't expect somebody to invest a lot in you on the first damn date any damn way. So I don't know why a lot of women expect filet mignon or Ruth's Chris as a first date. Because one of the things I've learned over time, because we've all bumped our heads, men. We as men have all bumped our heads and broke some of the men rules as far as dating. Because you either didn't know or no, you wasn't up on game. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. Um, but the thing is that you never lead with. I learned that you never lead with money. You never lead with expensive things. You never lead with, oh look, I'm gonna take you to Ruth Chris because guess what? She gonna expect Ruth Chris every time. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be like, well, he took me to Ruth Chris first date, so I know that that's probably normal for him. She may think that's normal for you to go blow 100 or 150 bucks on dinner. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
you just like, well, damn, I felt, you know, or I'm gonna be keeping real. Some dudes may say, "Well, I felt she was special, so I wanted to see that." But let's keep it real. We on the B sides. A lot of dudes spend that because they trying to get in them draws quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it real. Trying to get them draws. You trying to impress so you can crack them panties quicker. So we know that. Yeah, we've all been there. Like, oh, okay, let me get my Birdman's hand rub stun on you real quick. Take it to roof, Chris. I know them draws coming down. You know, um,
No, hey,
but the thing, yeah.
oh yeah, I was gonna
No,
say,
I was gonna
the
say,
whole. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, that's okay. We got a little delay. Now I was gonna say, with those kind of since we learned that, let me circle back. So once again, I don't feel you should lead with expensive dates because then on the first date you're just trying to get to know. So what's your thoughts on that? Going like Ruth Chris on the first date, or you think Starbucks?
Well, I personally, and not to try to sound any type of way, but I don't like investing a whole lot into the first date because with a lot of monetary investment, you start to get them social pressures. Should I expect this or should she expect to have to do something? And it just puts a lot of different pressures once you get to invest it financially into a first date. A cup of coffee, relaxed environment, get to see the person with other people they don't know around, and then you start to get little tales on what you know to what makes them jive. It really don't take a big front end monetary investment. Now, if you save up for a bomb date and then you was gunning for somebody and then you get the platform, I can see something in that, but that is definitely not the norm.
Yeah, I would say that too. Even if you really feeling her, I wouldn't invest too much on the first date
Yeah,
because, like you said,
it's a whole lot of
you
pressure.
said the key word, swag. You said expectation. You're setting an
Mm.
expectation. Remember, I said that too. You set the expectation that basically every date is going to be an expensive ass date from here on out because they gonna think, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah,
didn't even know me.
once you click,
He's a
it's gonna be
he's a
an
simp.
investment.
Right. Either they could look at it as, oh, he's investing me early, or they could be like, oh, let's keep it dog eat dog world. They could be like, this nigga is a simp because he spending the Ruth Chris. This dude don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I already know I got the advantage over him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's swooning over what we might do after the date or sex. Keep it real. So now I'm in complete control. I'm in the catbird seat, as Shannon Sharp
I
said.
got
I'm
the
in the damn
camera.
catbird seat because now I didn't got you spinning Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying? You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And now you on the hook. Like she definitely if she's one of those types that's like one of them get over on you types. After the day, she not gonna call you back, so you gonna be jogging her like, "Damn, I took her to Roof Chris. Damn,
You
why she didn't
know,
call me? Damn,
I,
damn."
I should at
And then
least
she'll
get a
call you and see.
return call.
See, the name of that game is keeping you on pins and needles. As long as she can keep you on pins and needles, she's gonna have control. That's for that type of female. And if you're dealing with a female like that, you probably don't want a second date. To tell you the truth, you really don't want a second date. You know what I'm
No, you
saying? It ain't
don't.
gonna be worth it because that person may not see you as you. They just see you as a come up. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to be a big come up. You don't got to be a millionaire or nothing like that. It could just be like, shit, I just wanted him to feed me that. And I took that Roof Crips home and gave it to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
or I took that Roof Crips home and split it with my, one of my babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
they might
hey,
have just wanted to get a free dinner about your ass. So,
hey,
um,
but even further, I'm saying another thing that makes a Starbucks or Dunkin' type date, first date, more appealing is that once you get to investing too much time in the evening, like let's say the movies, that might not be the move. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to investing too much time in a date, you also feel pressures like, okay, should I try to move this along here and there? You know what I mean?
right, right. I mean, but honestly, I know you've seen the list. I don't think any of these are really just bad places for a first date, except maybe places that I really don't even like to eat at, like cheesecake. I just don't like cheesecake. I personally just don't like it. I personally don't like.
Hey man,
Now
hey,
they got the
I'm gonna
movies on
cape a
here.
little bit
I
for
don't.
the
I
Cheesecake
don't think.
Factory. I'm gonna cape a little bit for the factory, but not for the restaurant experience. Their best thing is in the name. They cheesecake, and I'm talking about they got this Neapolitan
Oh yeah.
cheesecake. I'm telling you, they Neapolitan
Hell
cheesecake.
no.
It's
I'm
called
just
like
not
a.
a fan of. I'm not.
Hey man, I'm
No, go
still
ahead. Go ahead.
lactose tolerant, so it's all gravy.
Well, like Olive Garden too. I think Olive Garden. I got sick off Olive Garden one time. That's nasty. But one thing I'm saying on the list that's kind of just jacked up to me is they said that they wouldn't go to. Well, of course, you don't want to go on a date in a nightclub anyway. You know what I'm saying? It could be. It depends on the person though. What you looking for? Like, see, the nightclub could be. It could be good or bad because it could be bad if you really like it. It could be good because look, you get to see how the chick acts out and about. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, we in the nightclub setting, so let me see you sit back and see how she act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it goes bad, if you see a bunch of dudes coming up in her face and you like, damn, she know a lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? That could be the red flag. Like, wow, this ain't the one. She for the streets. Like everybody know her. Like when you go somewhere, every dude know her. When you go somewhere, like, hey, you like, damn, she know every dude up in this motherfucker. So another good thing about that could be about the nightclub date is because if it don't go good, then you got other prospects right there. If you're a single man, you know what I'm saying? You like, well, shit, this shit ain't going good. I got hella prospects out here. But my thing is being an older guy now. I wouldn't try to meet no babe in no nightclub anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not no babe, but substance. You don't really know what you're getting in a nightclub. Nightclub, you pretty much trying to just smash them. That's what I mean. I feel like when you looking in that pool for women, you kind of just trying to get something for the night. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know if you're gonna find anybody of substance, and not that there ain't no women of substance in the nightclub, but I'm just saying nightclub vibes. You know how it is. Women with their girls, they're not really taking your ass seriously. They just trying to hang out and get out. So I wouldn't meet up no date at no damn nightclub. Like, or if it was like, hey, I'm gonna be at this club. If you want to see what I look like up in person, come there. I would do that. Cause then, like, I might say, oh, okay, this is what she looked like. But then too, I'm watching, I'm like, I want to see how she interacts with people. I want to see who comes up to her. I want to see, you know what I'm saying? But a serious date, to me, I think a good serious date off that list is probably Starbucks, a coffee date, man. It's kind of a neutral playing field. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, you can get, you can really learn something from about them. You can talk to them. Movie dates, you really ain't talking. Like I say,
Hey man,
movie date, that's kind of the one. A movie date is you trying to smash something. You trying to smash. You like put it this way. Before the movie date, you already know. You like, oh well, she a chick for the streets. I'm gonna take her to the movies. I'm gonna get her prepped and primed. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna take her back
that's
to the
it.
crib after the movies.
Yeah, and it don't always work like
You know
that
what I mean?
because, like I said,
That's the
that long
thought. That's the
investment
thought right
time.
there with those type of moves.
Yeah, but honestly, man, any other breakfast spots, like let's say a
Yeah,
Denny's or IHOP, wherever you from, I think that's a good place because everybody feels good over eggs and bacon. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I ain't got no
I
problem with
disagree with the breakfast.
why is that?
I got to disagree. Not the first day. Well, it just depends. Well, I'm with you. It depends. Because if you meet her at the club, after the club, people might be going to breakfast.
Yeah,
And then
okay, yeah,
now
like
in
a post
breakfast
club
setting, you
situation.
could really talk to her.
Yeah, yeah, but in the post
Right.
club
Because in the
situation,
club, it's
after you
loud. You
drink
ain't really
on,
talking to her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But yeah, that's a decent repass spot after
Right.
club
You can.
night.
Right, definitely. Because then you can now you can see her without the club lights, and you can be like, "Damn, this bitch, oh, she ain't as good as I thought she." You know what I'm
Get them
saying?
hot,
Or
get them
you know what I'm
brights in
saying?
there. You said, "What you hiding
But
from?"
once again, my main right. But once again, swag. Another key thing is observation. Now you get to see how she interacts after how she be acting. Because see, all
Right.
this is gonna play in the pro. Like, let's say you get with her. Let's say you get with that girl from the club, and then once and then Sure enough, she like, oh, I'm gonna go out with my girls. And you think, well, damn, I remember how I met her ass in the club.
I
You know
gave
what
her
I'm
out the
saying?
fish tank.
Right. I know how she and after the club, she gonna say, think about this. If she hey, think about this game. If she wanna do something, if she do see somebody she want to mess with at the club, all she got to tell you is, "Oh, me and my girls, we just went to breakfast. You went to breakfast with me before, and nothing happened." You see what I'm saying?
You
That's
say it
that
was
game on
legs
your
and
ass,
eggs
and
and
you
that
think, "Oh, okay, yeah, you right, yeah," and you think, "Well, damn, she wasn't doing nothing, man. We was just eating breakfast." Like, yeah, that's the plan for your ass, but ain't the plan for dude she done known for 20 years since high school. When she see him in the club giving that look, it's like you already know what it is. Um, so but moving right along, man, off that list, the next list that came out that was real popular, it was a follow-up list to that because the women was going in on the pluses for first dates. Let me go ahead and name them. Let me go through it real quick. So Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies. They don't want to go to the movies. They don't want to go to your house. Any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet. Damn, they don't want to go to a buffet. IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church. They don't want to meet you at. You don't want to go to church? That's crazy. Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream day. No ice cream days. Ain't that a bitch? Family
Oh yeah,
functions.
people be like lactose
Yeah, family
intolerant.
functions is that's what I was gonna say. Be gastral in that motherfucker, but maybe that might force you to learn them more because you like, man, I ain't trying to hit, and I'm gonna be farting all in that mug. If I hit something, I'm getting cold. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "What's that smell?" Nothing, baby. Just keep your eyes on the road. Anyway, um, family functions is. I feel you though. Family functions. I feel the family function was that is a little weird spot because I don't want my first date to be at her family reunion or some shit like that.
Hell yeah.
Or
Or
hey,
you got the drunk uncle some
everybody
shit.
over for Thanksgiving. Right, everybody over for Thanksgiving. Why don't you come over and meet me face to face? You like, oh shit. Then you go over there, you got all the uncles, the cousins mugging you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's
And
like
they getting judged as
it's
soon as
not
they
a
come
good.
through the
You,
door.
I don't want to be interrogated the first date. Right. You don't want to be interrogated the first date if you're dating young men. Young men, you don't want to be interrogated. So I wouldn't, or her birthday party. Like, what if she like, oh man, come to my birthday party? You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get with you after the birthday. I'm gonna take you out somewhere special on me for your birthday. You
Hey,
know, you
hit me
do
up
what
on
you
the
do
way
for your,
home.
that's how you handle that. You say, no, you do with your girls and your right, right. I'm gonna do something special for you one on one for your birthday. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because see, the thing is a lot of times, they'll be like, oh yeah, come to the party. And let's say you do come to the party. Let's say she got a big ass party once again. She run out a club or some kind of union hall or whatever whatever you got in your city or whatever
Yeah.
like that. So now you're really not going to get any interaction from her because think about it. She gonna be with her girls, she gonna be with her friends, family. This is her birthday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, family functions or something like that in a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah,
You stand
last
more to lose than the
movie
game
nights,
point
it says
of
somewhere that requires a long drive. They don't want to go nowhere that requires
I'm telling you,
bowling,
man. I'm telling you,
nightclubs,
man.
hookah bar, a bar just for drinks.
Yeah, man. You
Yeah,
stand a lot
man,
of
a
lose when
bar
you
just
got
for
a
drinks. It
long
says in
investment in
sporting
time.
events.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
I've only been on
The
I've only been on 3 movie first dates, and 2 of them ended bad, and then the one that was going good, the film snapped.
damn. Yeah. Now, the last thing on the list that was interesting too was the sporting events. Sporting events can be good if, let's say, what if she's into that though? What if you met her? Most people meeting everybody on social media nowadays. What if you went on her page and she's a Chicago Bears fan and you like, well, damn, I see she's a Bears fan. My job give me free tickets to go to the Bears. It don't cost me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just get the Bears ticket and we can go there. Now, some people, that might be a good first date for some people, but then again, You don't want to set the precedence that like I'm buying your Bears tickets every time. Let's say you ain't even a damn Bears fan. You like, bitch, I just did this for you first. You know what I'm saying? I got these from free from the job.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
that's
your
like
Bears
that's
sorry
like
right
an
now. You know?
anniversary date right
But
there.
right. But let's move on to the next list. Next list that came out after that, it was a rebuttal list to that one that the fellas had. And here it is. These are the types of women that men should not take on a date. Or these are the types of women that men we shouldn't take on a date. And the first they had single mothers up there. It said don't take no single mothers out on a date. Number two, women with a lot of tattoos. Number three, women who dress provocatively. Number four, sex worker, OnlyFans girls, pawn stars, or strippers. Number
Not
five,
bra, not
Instagram
bronze.
models, bottle girls, escorts. Let's go with the top five right now. Yeah, let's start with the top five, swag. Okay, so what do you think? The number one thing, what type of women that the fellas, the fellas list came out with that we shouldn't take women out on a date. We shouldn't. It said fellas said number one woman you shouldn't take out on a date is a single mother. What you feel about that, man? Don't be taking no single mother. Now, if you a single dude and you ain't got no responsibilities, you know what I'm saying yourself. So what you think about that? No
I'm
single
be honest
moms,
with you.
no
At our
women with a
age,
list. No,
go ahead.
no, we got a delay. Go ahead, man.
Oh no, I was saying that the single mom thing at our age, it's really not a big deal. You don't want a woman with no children at our age. That's almost a red flag, man. I don't have a problem with the single mom.
You say it's a red flag.
Oh no, I said it's a red flag for a woman not to have children at our age.
Why
I
Why is
mean,
that? Why you think so?
uh, because it's a woman that don't. I mean, okay, it points to somebody who ain't trying to share what they've earned for themselves, which shows as a selfish individual. Really, I mean, somebody on a mission that really ain't gonna have that kind of time for a relationship either.
Right. Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What if they just was being responsible? They ain't got a lot of kids because the people they dated wasn't father material to them, or it could have been they ain't meet the right dude yet, or to have no kids. So I ain't gonna I ain't gonna knock them for not having no kids. Now, usually, I'm just saying back when I was what I'm saying in the mix like that. Um, when a woman had a lot of kids, that meant she was fucking. That's what that meant to me. Sorry, y'all. I'm just keeping it
Yeah.
real. If she had a lot of kids, you know what that told me? A lot of a lot of kids told me that more than likely I'm a smash, and secondly, I'm not gonna be with her long because she got a lot of damn kids. I don't want to deal with a bunch of baby daddies, or even if it's just one child's father. I don't want to deal with another man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like if it's like little kids. Like let's say she got a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and an 8-year-old. I'm not trying to deal with that, but that does let me know she slips up a little bit on. She might let you smash because she
No, no,
because
no. Hey,
she's
it
already
means at least once every other year she ought to just come in me type shit. I ain't got time for that lack of discipline.
right. See, you peep game. You peep the gaps in the ages right there. You like, oh, okay, every couple of years she fuck
I'm
around and fuck.
calling it a day like that, but because hey, sometimes when you be
You
in the
know what I'm
moment,
saying?
man, just hearing them words, man, will have the doves clapping in that book. They releasing like clapping pigeons.
Right, just to play devil's advocate. Now to pick it up, now to prop up back up your point, to add to your point, I feel you on the side. Now, if they don't have kids, you can kind of look at that like, well, maybe she's selfish, or maybe she's career absorbed. I should say career absorbed. You know what I'm saying? Like
And then
she's one who
also
doesn't have
she
time
might
for
not be able
family.
to naturally have kids too, and prayers to that. But that's not what I'm talking
That's
about
true
here.
too. That's true too. That could be a thing too. She might not be able to either have them, or she could be career absorbed. You know what I'm saying, to the point where she just doesn't have time. But then again, everybody don't want to have families. You know, nowadays everybody that seems to be a less of a thing from a financial standpoint. People ain't rushing to have families. That's the biggest thing nowadays. It costs too much. Um,
Yeah,
to just be,
and yeah,
because before, like at a certain point in time, motherfucker.
I was
No,
gonna
I was gonna
say,
say at a certain point in time,
man, we
some
got bad
people.
already. My fault. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say at a certain point in time, some people would be like, back in the early 2000s, oh, you got a girl pregnant, man, go ahead and have that baby, man. Y'all go ahead and have that. Y'all make a family. Now, motherfuckers ain't trying to have no family. That paper, you know what I'm saying? It costs. Shoot, kids ain't cheap, man.
Man, but okay. Now think about the days when you first started going to high school. There's a lot more pregnant girls in school. You see 3 or 4 pregnant girls a semester walking around the hallways. To like when it came to our class, I graduated in '95. Now a lot of people from the class of '95 wanted to get their graduate degree, get their masters, get their PhDs, and then start the family mode at 40, 35, 38. Now that's the exception to the
Mhm.
rule. And then, but you ain't gonna be meeting them types at the club too much.
No, no. Now, what do you think about second on the list? It said women with a lot of tattoos. Is tattoos ain't really a deal breaker for me, but it can kind of give you maybe a red flag. They're saying that if she got a lot of now to me the red flag is if she got tattoos all over her neck. You can see them all the way up to her neck. She got them on her arm. Like, when you see a babe with neck tattoos, you know what I'm saying? She from the hood. She from the yeah.
Hey, I really don't. I kind of you got to be kind of great at tattoo game on the curve because I mean you might meet somebody. Let's say they're a career chef. They've been cooking for 15 years. That's a little different. Like when you start to talking to your neck and face tattoos. But like somebody that just has a regular job that they apply for a job out the classifieds. Then you're thinking about some person who isn't long term career oriented. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got to take
Yeah.
interviews. I mean, it ain't looked at the same because I can remember back in my day when I first started working, like people who had like forearm tattoos and shit, they only got certain types of jobs when I first started working. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not even thinking about even jobs. I'm just thinking, babe. I'm with you though. You said when you a female got neck and face tattoos. I'm talking about neck. I'm talking about some. I'm talking about like, man. I'm talking about some gang tattoo, ex gang tattoo. I used to be such and
Hey,
such back in the day.
eyebrows too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or like neck, or if she got nowadays, people be having face tattoos. Yeah, that's a turn off for me, man. If I was a single guy or young single, but these young single guys nowadays, that might be a turn on to them, but it's on the
I ain't
list.
gonna
They say,
lie, man. Knuckle tattoos kind of skeeve me a little bit too. That's not really my cup of tea either. But I'm not gonna let it be a deal
yeah,
breaker.
yeah, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I mean, I wouldn't not take a woman out because she got tattoos. You know what I'm saying? But depending on the type of woman, sometimes some tattoos can be a red flag, or your antennas should go up for some shit. The
Man, you
third on
gotta
the
put some
list was
extra
women who dress
fillers out, man,
provocatively.
because you still gotta bring her home to Mom Dukes if she's still around.
Right, right. Now the third on the list was women who dress real provocatively. I think that's a red flag. I mean, Um, I wouldn't say I would not take her out on a date, but she wouldn't be no like no wifey material. I would be like I don't know, man. It depends on how provocative. You know what I'm saying? If a woman just trying to look nice for you, that's nothing wrong with that. But if she like you pick, you going out on the first date and she got the whole ass out. She got see-through dress. The women got them see-through dresses now where you can see the whole booty, you can see the thong, you can see all that. Now if she pop up on me in the Starbucks in the see-through body dress, I'm probably, what I'm saying, that's gonna put you down on the totem pole. That don't mean that, what I'm saying. Let me phrase it to the audience better. Men will probably smash. Some dudes will probably hit that, no doubt. But for some dudes, that wouldn't be wifey material. Because think about it, like she in a whole see-through dress at Starbucks with you on the first date. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's not. I mean, I've taken women out that have dressed provocatively on dates, but I didn't. In my head, it wasn't like, oh man, this shit, this the winner right here. This I'm about to. No, it was just more so like, oh,
Hey
it's
man,
like I know what time it is with this right here. This ain't nothing serious. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man. Hey, I look at it kind of
um,
like I kind of look at it like a superhero thing. You don't want the superhero to be in uniform all the time. You want to see the mild manner person when they die. I'm serious, man, because like I guess like if I go over to somebody's house and she hanging around in a negligee or something and her giblets hanging out, that'd be a lot different than like say like you in Starbucks or something and her bits is hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's no quite hit the set.
right, or take this for instance. Let's say you never met her and you hanging with the fellas, and you like your homeboy he having a barbecue. You with the fellas, you like man, and they like man, just tell her to come through. Shit. Yeah, tell her to come through. You over here, my wife over here, my girl. Shit, tell her to come through. You tell her to come through. She show up at your friend house with the see-through dress on. So all of your friends looking at her. So now you really can't make her your woman, really, because all your dudes done seen all the assets. Like she ain't as a core brother Corey Holcomb says, she ain't hold up in the air material. You know, she shout out to Corey. She ain't hold up in the air material. You know what I'm saying? She ain't hold up in the air. She ain't hold up. She ain't Roots material. Remember he had the baby of Roots. Let me see what the greatest thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Um, because like because it is true that woman is pretty much representing you. Now, even though think about it, even though y'all just meeting for the first time, y'all not official couple, she could wear whatever she want. But I'm just saying that's gonna make you weary of making her your girl. At least it should make you weary to make her your girl, because you'll be like, damn, all my dudes done seen her ass. She got a see-through. She came over here with a see-through dress on. Damn, every dude, all my boys done seen my girl goods. I can't make her
Didn't see the
my
nose in the
girl.
cow
You know what I'm
pens.
saying? So that's one for ladies. If you go on right, I mean, I'm just saying, man, ladies, I don't think you should go on no first date dressing too provocative, not no see through. You want something. Of course, you trying to get his attention, but at the
Yeah,
same time, you don't want to set a bad. Like you don't know how to be classy, or you don't know how to dress sexy but classy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You don't know
yeah.
how to.
Show off your
um
ankles.
Because look, and then fellas, that shit always come back on us. Because when you get with her, and then she go out by herself with that see-through dress, you like, hey, you ain't going nowhere. She like, this is how you met me. You met me like this. They love running that. You met me like this game. You know what I'm saying? You met me like
Oh
this.
man,
So
yeah,
then
that'd be a rough
you
spot
already
right
know, Swag. You already know, Swag. You met me like this. You met me in the see-through dress, so why I can't go out in the see-through dress? That's what they're going to say.
there. You took me out the club in this same
You know what I
outfit.
mean? Exactly. Now let's condense. We're gonna condense 4 and 5 because it's kind of the same thing. It says sex workers, only fan girls, and Instagram models. You can already put them on one. I wouldn't advise. Those are the women that brothers shouldn't take on a date. Now, if you're an upwardly mobile brother and you doing your thing, yeah, man, I don't think you want to mess around and take no sex worker, no porn stars, no Instagram models on. Look what Joe Smith going through right now. His lady was an ex porn star, and she was supposed to got all that whole shit out her system when she married him, but she says because he's not providing, I guess, good financial means, she got to revert back to what she know, and that's doing some hoeing, a little bit of hoeing. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's what she told him. She was like, "Well, I came to you for finances, and you couldn't do nothing, and you ain't come with a plan, so I got to revert back to what I know." And in the argument, he's saying, "Well, you were supposed to giving up those things. I thought that was your past." You know what I'm saying? So you want to be weary. That's why I say I don't even get in relationships with um women who seek a lot of attention. I call those the seek attention women.
Hey man, you know what?
OnlyFans, Instagram models, you know, those are women who need um constant reassurance that they look good. So they want a lot of men to be telling them, "Oh, you good? She fine. She fine. She fine." You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that?
Hey man, you know, as far as like the sex worker, performer, platformer type, as far as a relationship, I wouldn't be looking for one, but I would never pass an opportunity to kick it with one because that's a person who has seen a lot and has a lot they can possibly show you.
He said, "I never that's an opportunity to kick it with one." Right, but that's you know what the young fellas. Hey, so hey, no, that's good. But the young guys who watch this show need to know that. That's what my grandfather told me. My grandfather, old school, he put it to me this way. He's like, the good looking ones, the real super fine ones, you kick it with them. The ones who um like you more than you like them, or he said they don't got to be ugly, but you know what I'm saying, they're not as they ain't for the streets. Basically, he put it to me like the ones who you
Yeah,
kind of know super fine,
they
they for
more
the streets.
earthy, yeah.
Right. That's our girl. That's everybody girl and shit. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
ones who are pretty but have a classy demeanor and they carry themselves with a classy demeanor or like a queen. Those is the ones he told me. Those are the boring ones. He put it. That's the way he said it. The boring
Yeah,
girls.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
the ones you want to marry.
Yeah, the ones who are more stoic, like your
Mhm.
grandma or oldest auntie type.
Right. Stoic types. Right.
Yeah,
They don't they basically the type of women that don't just that's they're not living off their body. They're not like, oh,
yeah, and then you can
this is
tell.
all I got. This is my motherfucking body.
You can
Those type
tell
of
they
women.
packing it
You know what I'm
in.
saying?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell, especially with an OnlyFans. If you meet a babe, if young fellas, if you date a girl and you like, oh man, she Instagram model, she OnlyFans, that's not she ain't only wives material. She not only wives material no more. OnlyFans. She's not only wives. So that means, like you said, go sow your royal oats. You know what I'm saying? Go have some fun,
yeah,
like
yeah.
coming to America on the coming to America side of the game. Go, but you don't settle down with a woman like that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, think about it. Everybody's seen your girl goods. If she's an OnlyFans model, dudes have access. All they got to do is I can pay money and get access to your woman. If she's a porn star, I can give her money and get access to your woman. If she's an Instagram model, I can give her money and get access. I have 24 access to your woman. I got more access to your woman than you do. You know what I'm saying? So you don't
To
want to
get a little
you don't
longer
want
than
to play
two,
like that.
but even the dancers, the strippers, you know, like right now they like LeBron in the game out there, our age. But yeah, that'll be a
Hell
season
yeah.
discussion.
Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Now some of the other ones they got on this list are kind of outlandish. Like for instance, well, no, this is a good one. Women with large social media followings. They say don't take out girls with large social media because they gluttons for attention. You know what I'm saying? You setting yourself up. The minute you don't like, especially if you're a brother, you taking care of yourself, you working, you got your own things you working on. The minute she feel like, well, man, you're not showing me no attention, then you're gonna be out the game. So it said, now this is one that was funny on the list. It said women with purple hair. I don't know. I'm okay with taking a girl out with purple hair. Women had their hair all kind of colors nowadays. I
Yeah,
guess they
but
saying the girls
yeah,
with the hair and the color in their hair,
oh yeah,
like the
like
Sukiyana
the
type with the
Crayola color
bright
hair, like anime cartoon type hair. You know,
on like the sexy red side of the game, like that with the big, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but me personally, I ain't gonna judge nobody by how they want to wear their hair color. You know what I'm saying? Because they can have their hair color, they could be artsy. They could be an art major. They could be like, well, I went to 12 years of art
he said
school,
it
so
could
I'm
be
just an artsy
mystical.
person. Right. You know what I'm saying though, but I mean you gonna know, but you will know the difference between an artsy type and a sexy red type. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a
Hey,
big
hey,
difference in
hey,
the
but hey,
conversation.
I wanted to social back. I wanted to circle back to the one before with the a lot of media followers, social media followers. You know,
Mhm.
like if you was in that mode, let's just say me and you, and let's just say we had 100,000 followers. I would be more intrigued by somebody who had what it took to get to that level on social media, if that's really where we were at that time. I look at that a little different. Let's just say this platform was 5, 10 years old, and maybe we had a few 100,000. Then I would look at that person a little different than what I would
Mhm.
being a regular person that's not in that platform game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel you on that. Like I said, for me, if they got a big social media following, that could mean good things and bad things. The bad thing is to me, they could be addicted to social media and have attention. Like they need constant attention. They constantly need to feel because they getting it. They getting it through social media. You know what I'm saying? People constantly typing comments and things like that, so they need constant attention. That means that you, as a man, you got to get them constant attention. And guess what? If your attention don't match them followers, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be short.
I don't know. Hey,
Shit
man,
ain't about to work.
I
So
see, I see a woman with thicker skin, a person with that many people following them, because I mean, if you got 1,000 followers, 30 of them gonna be absolute zips, and then you gotta deal with them
mhm.
people. So I got a sense that maybe they got a different, thicker skin and a more perceptionable eye to see a remarkable person in the oddest place. I don't know. Some of I don't know. That's not a turn off for me.
Yeah. See, as I say, I'm totally different. I think the more followers they got attention issues, because
Now, if
most
this is a
people,
person that's got
saying
like,
they want that many
hey,
damn. Like I got a million followers. Like if
if
they
it's a
tell
person
you,
that has like, oh no, I was gonna say if it's a person that got 1,500
yeah,
TikTok videos saved that they don't filmed, then I would feel like that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it just depends. Like I say, large social media followings usually means they in it for the money. They in it for business or attention or something like that. It just depends on the person how they running their stuff. And then, two, I mean, I'm not taking. I wouldn't date. I wouldn't date nobody with a large social media following because once again, that's millions of people who got access to your woman that they normally wouldn't have before social media. We didn't have these problems. You didn't have to worry about some dude in Arkansas paying to see your girl naked or some shit. You know what I'm saying? From the comfort of his home. Uh, let's. Um, hey, another thing on the list that was interesting. It said women who travel alone regularly, women that drink a lot. I feel them on women that drink a lot. I mean, people. I don't like around be around people who
Yeah,
drink a lot anyway because when people are inebriated. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
now,
It's always some bullshit
hell,
happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm totally agreeing.
I've gotten
Anybody
into
that can get
many
herself
fights
hammered
like
in
that.
public, like any woman that can get herself hammered in public could suck a dick in public with given the right situation. I ain't with that. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? You say sloppy drunk in public. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. The state
women who
and
party,
what happened.
women, yeah. Women who party every weekend. Um, that's another turn off. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with no babe who party every week. Every time you on the weekend, she's like, I'm going to this party. I'm going to this party. Hey, what you want to get up? You want to go out on a date? No, I'm going to this party on the third. Then me and my girls going over here. We go drive down to this other party. Nah, I'm cool. Because that ain't really nobody. If you really dating for a purpose, like you trying to find, that special someone, you don't want a babe who always going out on the damn weekends. Like every weekend, her and her girls going out. So you already know that's street. That's street. That's for the streets. That's everybody girl. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody girl. Under the right circumstance, that's everybody girl. You know what I'm saying? The next one, would you take out somebody, women on, it says women on dating apps and women who were previously married. Um, I don't have a problem with somebody who got out of a relationship. I mean, that's what relationships about. Most people breaking up with motherfuckers anyway till they find someone that they find their twin flame or whatever you want to call it, soulmate or whatever. So I don't have a problem dating somebody who got out of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, have you ever met somebody? Have you ever went out on a date with somebody who's never been in a relationship? Like, I've never been out on a date with somebody who's never been in a relationship. So that would just be like weird. That would be weird to me if she like, oh, like, so does it, how many? I mean, what's your longest relationship? And she looked at you and was like, I've never been in a relationship before. You'd be like, how old are you? And she's like,
All right, I got something to show you,
age. Let's say
baby.
she in her 40s and she told you she never. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird though. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, somebody's always, people always meeting each other and whatever. But another one says plus size unhealthy women. I don't have a problem dating the BBWs. I don't have a problem with the healthy sisters. I don't have a problem with the thick sisters. I don't have a problem with the sisters with some meat on their bones. That's all about preference. That's just a preference thing. I can't even cape for that on the list. That's just a preference thing.
Hey, I got a scenario. So if you have somebody with a pretty face, they wore real nice clothes, but they had to take Ozempic every morning.
Ozempic. Hey, ain't that the commercial?
Ozempic, you know.
Hey. Hey, that wouldn't bother me because it's like, with weight gain
On the type 2 side
journeys.
of the game.
Look, I mean, but look, if they working on it though, because look, I'm gonna be real. I have never had a stigma about dating a woman with some meat on her bones because, um, the big girls, I've never had a problem with that because as long as you got a cute face and it's a certain type of big girl now. You can't just be built like what I'm saying, built like a water bottle. You can't be built like a water bottle or something. One of them red water bottles you see hanging in your mama bag.
Water glass ketchup bottle.
Hell yeah. I mean, but you know what I'm saying, but to each his own. Like one time it was because there's different type of big girls. You got the fluffy ones, they call them fluffy. Then you got the ones who, now I don't really care. I'm be honest, I don't really care for the fluffy ones. I like women who are bigger to be, to be kind of toned up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a problem with it. Unhealthy. Because think about it. Sometimes, no, I mean, not when it's sloppy and it ain't no really form to it. Like no disrespect. I want some form,
Hey
But
man,
anyway,
hey,
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't tripping. Like if they got healthy toenail beds, which is a good sign of overall health, you know. I mean, it's certain
Yeah,
spots
you
where
said they ain't
I
getting clogged up and shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, good skin, so good blood circulation. I don't care. You do your live your best life. But if I'm gonna step out to the Y,
Oh,
because that's how I get down in my life, then if you want to come, you're more than welcome. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, don't. Yeah, I love the big girls. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with big girls because sometimes I've dated in the past big girls. I've dated big girls in the past who, and I'm a pretty fit guy, but I didn't push my fitness stuff on them. And what ended up happening is the same big girl who everybody was like, I don't want to date her. I don't want to date her. What happens is she gets slimmer messing with me or start to work. Not that I'm even pushing it on her.
Yeah,
Just for my
yeah.
own
But just
lifestyle,
that,
they'll
yeah,
start to
the lifestyle
take
starts
it
to
in.
imprint on them.
And then guess what? Right. And then guess what? All the dudes be like, damn, she look good now. And then you like, well,
Yeah,
damn. Hey, y'all didn't want her. Y'all was talking about she too big and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you never look, younger fellas don't hate on the big girls, man. There's a lot of
yeah.
good
No, ain't
women.
nothing like dropping it off
Um
in the old pudding cup and them. I'm
and then they, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with voluptuous women. You know what I
kidding.
mean? Nothing wrong with that, y'all. So shout out to all the big girls out there. Shout out to women with some meat on the bone.
Salute,
Shout out
my
to all the
ladies.
women with some meat on their bones out there. Salute to y'all, my ladies. Yes. Um, moving right along. Another list came out. Another list. Now, see, remember, this is the month in October. Like they was putting these lists out every month on social media. Another list came out. Check this one out. Here's a list of things men refuse to pay for if we are not married:
Oh,
bills, rent, house, car, hair, nails, bags, purses, jewelry, designer, vacation, furniture. Look, furniture to go in your crib, plastic surgery, bottles at the club, Zod. They want to smoke
Zaza.
good. That Zod. Nah, we ain't coming with the Zaza. Pills, car repairs, food for another man's kid, gas,
Uh-oh.
Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, snacks, and it says
Not
yo
your time.
tithes,
That's between
yo
you and the Lord.
tithes between you and the Lord. Man. So what do you think? I'm okay with this list, man. I'm with them on the Zob. Like, man, I can't be supplying you know, and you should be calling me over like just bring a cigar. You know what I mean? Or just bring some papers. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that big could do feel good. Like, I ain't got to bring nothing. She got that. You know what I'm saying? That's you trending towards wifey material with that. But
So
you
yeah,
trending, not that you is, you trending
so
towards
grab
it.
some silver.
Now it says furniture. Right. Now, one thing on the list that I've seen a lot of people do, that plastic surgery has been a big one nowadays. People be like, buy me some plastic surgery, buy me some hair, buy me some car. Like, you know what? I don't want to, fellas, young fellas, this is a good list. Men, if you're not married to the babe, you shouldn't be paying for all this stuff, man. Like, up to a certain extent, though, meaning like, if y'all got a transactional ass relationship and that's what it is, then by all means do what you do. I wouldn't do it, but
Not the transactional side.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, yeah. But like car repairs, now have paid for some car repairs, and I wasn't married to the girl. You know what I'm saying? In my dating life, but it wasn't a big car repair. It was a battery. It was a car battery. Like we was somewhere and she decided to drive. I still don't get. I know y'all be like, you had no car. No, I had a car. What happened is I drove to her crib, and then we decided she wanted to take her vehicle. And I said, okay, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? and she was like, "You could drive it. I just want, to take my, I think it was like a first or second date or some shit, So she really didn't. No, I want to say a third. It was like a third or fourth date. We had dated a little bit. Now her car happened to go out. There was the other back went out. I tried to jump and couldn't do it. Boom, AutoZone was right there. Boom, I bought a car battery, y'all. I simped out. I bought a car battery. You know what I'm saying, for the girl, so her car could crank back up. We get back to her crib, and I can get back to my car. So I came out about $100+ for the car battery, and I don't feel bad about it because there was some adult activities. You know what I'm saying? In retrospect,
you know, saying a little goes a long way.
All I'm saying, but I'm just saying, even despite that, even despite the, what I'm saying, this is my younger dating life now. Despite the adult activities that went on, and then those activities went along in that car, so the car, it kind of paid for itself. But I don't feel bad about that because it was an emergency situation. Think about this: do I pay for the car batteries, or do I say no, I can't pay for the car battery, or do I? I mean, it wasn't nothing to me at the time. Now,
I mean,
it was some simp. It could be looked at as some simp shit because I could have been like. I could have been like, I ain't got it. You gonna have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But my thoughts is, shit, I want to get back to my car. I want to get back to your crib so I can get my car and get the fuck out of here. So,
you got it. Hey, but nah, hey,
and then, you know what? Look, my last thing I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna let you go into this. And last thing with that swag, I was in the unsavory part of town too. So that was another reason I went ahead and bought the battery.
That dude might be out of bounds.
It's on you. What you think about that? So it's on you, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind because honestly, I don't even feel no kind of way about another man's kid because you come in with a steak and shake or whatever, and then you got a little kids meal. Just like you was talking about, a little could go a long way. I'm telling you.
Right. I'm just saying. You look. I mean, you ain't paying. Look, you spent you gonna spend less than probably $10 on a Happy Meal, and let's say she like, and then she'll be like, "Oh, you brought them 2 Happy Meals." You like, "Yep, the kids having it." The next thing you know, you in the room. Look, she in the room. She rolling up. Cause she said she got the Bside. She just said bring a cigar and she rolling up.
Yeah.
You in that bitch like New Jack City. Hey, you like Nino's lair in New Jack City. Remember Nino in his lair? He had her dancing up on the little screen.
Yeah. He had his own grotto.
You know what I'm saying? Right, man. I mean, for real, little can go a long way. Now, if she's expecting you to do that every time you come over there, like, oh, buy my kids something to eat, then you might want to be like, this is kind of wearing itself out right here. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I come through, I gotta buy you buy your kids something to eat. Then you know what I'm saying? It depends on what you're looking for, what you're into. Look, I'm gonna say this. In my early dating life, I had dated a girl who only wanted me to bring her a box of Black and Milds over.
Ooh, her breath stuff.
A woman who wants some Black and Milds. Hey, a woman who wanted some Black and Milds. That should tell you right there.
Well, yeah, that's all.
This is in my younger days.
Pennies, please.
This is in my younger days. She's like, "Can you bring a box of Blacks?" I'm like, "Yes, I can." Yeah. But I'm just saying, man. But as far as on this list, I don't think like when you start getting into paying rent and then you paying cell phone bills, like you know what? That's another one that they ain't got on the cell phone bills. That's one of the things back in the early 2000s. They like, if you pay my cell phone bill, like don't get into paying like
that cell phone bill. Hey, that's a form of buck breaking. But where I do draw the line though is at the ties. I'm not paying to get you in the heaven, honey bunch. That is not happening.
Ties. You help me out with my time vacation.
Yeah, hey, you can't pay your own ties. You got a hotel this issue.
The vacation thing goes bad too, though, Swag. Because I've been on a lot of vacations. Um, when I was, married at one time, or even with, I'm talking about with people who actually I was building with, in real relationships with. And when I went on those vacations, I would see young dudes, and you would hear them. You'd be like, you would see young dudes on these vacations, and you're like, damn, they not married. And they like, oh, we just started dating like a month ago. People just start talking to you, sitting there with your
Yeah,
lady
they
or
go
whatever. Oh,
ahead
we just started.
first, man.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, he took her to Jamaica and they only been talking a month. Y'all. So she done got a free vacation off your ass. No, man. Yeah, don't take no babe on.
No,
Like, now,
I'm
if it's
saying,
a vacation, no. I was gonna say, if it's a vacation around your crib, let's say, y'all driving 30 minutes, y'all live in the country and y'all going to the city to hang out. That's cool. Get a hotel room and hang out, go see the sights and stuff. But like, if you
Airbnb some
taking her
shit.
home,
Yeah.
yeah, if you taking her on to like out of the country, like you gotta have a passport. You tripping if that ain't your
He said,
wife
out
or
to Deacon
or she ain't
Notes.
trying to be. Hell
Hey
yeah.
man, maybe it's one of the things they was in the relationship when they purchased the trip tickets or cruise tickets, and then they didn't make it. They broke up, and then so he trying to scrounge around and find somebody to go with him. Maybe it was that situation, but yeah, I really can't see
That's
putting
another
that kind of
situation.
pressure on a stranger in that scenario, because that's a lot of expectations.
That is. Because think about this. What if you get with her and then she gonna be expecting to go on vacation every year? It might have took you 5 years to save up to go on this vacation. And she like, well, damn, I met you. We went to Jamaica. Why we can't go back every year? You like, bitch, you know how much that shit costs? But that's probably not a good idea. If she ain't your wife, if you ain't ready to die for her or go to jail, don't take her on no foreign international trip shit.
No,
If you ain't
you
ready,
have
if she ain't got your kids, if you ain't walked down the aisle, if
take your homie.
if you ain't profess your love for her in front of God, you and her don't. Yeah, man. Make it a fellas trip. Be like, hey man,
Yeah,
y'all better
hey,
get y'all going
fellas
or go
trip.
solo. Go solo. Shit. Go solo, man. Sometimes you could have a good trip going solo,
He said, charge
because
them
then
daddy,
if you
just
meet
go by
women on the trip, they
yourself.
like, who you here with? Yeah, the women on the trip could be like, who you here with? And you be like, nobody, I'm single. And they be like, oh,
Oh, let
because
me
it's always
try.
good group, it's always girls trips. It's always girls trips going. So you got prospects. But let's get to our last or the main topic of our discussion today. This is one I just seen recently. This is something that I seen recently on social media with all the dating posts that have been popping up as we've been showing you guys. The last one was very interesting to me. We're gonna go in on this real quick. This one: the average man has a hard time finding true love because the average woman doesn't realize she's average too. Let me hit y'all with that again. The average man has a hard time finding true love because the average woman doesn't realize she's average too. Now, what do you think about that statement, Swag? I'm gonna let you go in first on this one, man. Um,
Hey man, that's what they would call a bar.
bars.
Yeah, man, it's almost too much truth in that statement. But yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. I want to hear what you have to say, and then we'll bounce off you.
Well, I think that's a true statement, especially with black men. Black men in society, we're looked at as the lowest. We looked at as like we're not smart, we lazy, we're not good fathers. It's a lot of myths put on us about, especially the father thing. Because I see more dads than anything now. Every time I turn around, I see some dude. He could be the most thuggiest thug dude. I go get my kids from daycare,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, put the
You know what I'm
pacifier in
saying?
baby girl,
Like,
mom.
I mean, I'm serious. Like I think black men have have gotten codification as far as being fathers. What I mean by that is like now you see more fathers and kids' lives, and this unspoken rule. Like let's say me and you was hanging out, and we was around a dude who said he don't take care of his kids. We'd look at that motherfucker strange. We'd be like,
Like,
bro, why you don't take
get your
care of it?
life
We would
together, dude.
chastise him. You know what I'm saying? We would act like, damn, bro, why you don't
Yeah,
take
I
care of
was
your why you take
judging.
care of your kids, man? You know what I'm saying?
I was verbally judging. Like, man, you need to get on top of that. You a man, motherfucker.
Right. So I feel black men, we've gotten stronger. We're holding each other more accountable as far as being fathers nowadays. So to me, I see more fathers. I'm serious. I see fathers on all levels. I see thug ass fathers. I see uh simp nerd ass fathers. I see, you know what I'm saying? I see fathers of all time. I see divorce. I see angry ass divorce fathers. You know what I'm saying? I see all types of fathers and all types of this situations trying to be there for their kids. You know what I'm saying? More so than the generation before us. Like our generation, we was the ones where the fathers didn't come around. The fathers didn't even have nothing to do with us. The fathers, you know what I'm saying? Some of us, not all of us, but some of us come from that. And then look, a lot of our fathers got caught up in that crack epidemic and they got locked up. So they wasn't in the kids' lives and stuff. They was, behind, all the little tricks and traps that the system puts in front of us. So
Yeah.
our generation, I see more of the fathers being there because I see big ass dudes with girl dad hats on and shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You see it more. So this a myth about us not being good fathers. It's a myth about us being lazy because I know, man, every brother I know work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Every brother I
yeah.
know works or has at least got a business, a hustle or something.
Yeah, but
Right, man.
I'm gonna
So
go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and take
I
the
think this is a
plunge.
true statement, man, because
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
But I was gonna say
No, go ahead. You said you just go.
oh yeah, the key to that statement is that women aren't being realistic when they judging themselves. I think that's what we boiling it down to.
Right. They overvalue, like the housing market right now. Overvalue like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
nothing but it's nothing. No, go ahead, swag. Go ahead, swag. You good.
Oh no, I was gonna say that yeah, that they just savor their own brand a little too much because somebody's not being honest with them on their side of in their personal life, their friends, their trust center of people. They're not being truthful to them and they let them get away with shit that us being real guys, being the fellas, there, nigga, if you don't sit your ass down, you is not bomb. You know, we ain't afraid to go there with
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, for real. But you know what? think that's the society we live in now. Everything is such a transaction. Like with the social media, you know what I'm saying? Everything is a transaction. So with that being said, like people, you have it's almost like, hey, remember back in the day, swag, when back in the day, used to say, remember when you go somewhere, it's always that ugly girl who thinks she fine as hell. It'd be like, don't touch me, get off me. I know y'all want to talk to me. You be like, ain't nobody trying to talk to your ass. You ugly them up. Or she'll go tell like a girl who you really like. The worst, hey, right? Hey, remember this? This is what they would do. They would go back and tell a girl that you really like. You know, Keith was all over me. He was sweating me. He liked me, and you be like, and then you go talk to the
and
girl. You be
she
like, "What's
lied
up?"
to her
And then she be
teeth.
like, "Well, old girl said you was right." She be like, "Oh, girl said you was interested." I'm like, "I ain't interested in that girl." You know what I'm saying? That's how it almost is. Like with
He
the
said,
women
"You
now for the young
scallywag."
every and you know what? And we can place that on society too, swag. Everybody pretty much thinks they're a star now. Everybody, we live in a star-driven society, so everybody is special. So with that being said, it trickles down to dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, just like remember with Kevin, what's that brother Kevin Samuels? Like it'd be on his show, it would be babes who like, I want a man who make 500,000. And then he would be like, well, how much do you make? Or how's your lifestyle? Well, I got 5 kids and
I made 75,000 a
because
year.
me and we don't care about how much a woman make. Really, we don't, because we the providers.
Nah,
right?
but
We don't,
still,
but you know, we providers. We don't care how much the women make. But the thing is, mhm.
no, I was gonna say, man. I mean,
Oh
all
no, I
that.
was gonna say the thing is, you can't be like, oh, go ahead,
No, go ahead, man. Our delay is horrible today.
go ahead,
Oh no, okay. So I was gonna say that
yeah,
we
go
can
ahead.
blame society some, but I put the onus on the core center friend group, like your inner circle. Is their responsibility to make sure that you're going out as complete as you can.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we already know there's societal norms, but my four guys that I would kick it with before I went out, no matter how high I was on myself, would definitely have me with a realistic assessment of myself going out, and that's on the inner group because if you don't have if you don't have realistic goggles on, then you have to have yourself surrounded by an inner circle that'll get you together.
Right. Yeah, that's facts. Now, like what I was saying, like you know, your boy KS would have a woman on there who would say she want a man to make 500,000 and she don't make 500,000 or nowhere
Yeah,
near it and got like five kids. So you're not being realistic. Not to say that she can't find a man, but think about this. The man for her might be the garbage truck dude who been trying to get at her forever. He got a city job. He been wanting to take her out and take care of them kids, but she like, oh no, nah, he worked for the city. I ain't messing with him. Like,
man, they
what's
got a good union job. You better answer that phone call.
right? You know what I'm saying? But they no, but they holding out for Usher. They holding out for Usher. They holding out for Two Chains. They holding
The
out for
real one.
whoever. Right? You know, they feel like, well, no, I could get better than that. I ain't. You know, what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to just. Sometimes even for men and women, you should get somebody you could build with. You know what I'm saying? You can create something with. Sometimes it ain't good to get with somebody who already got it all. You know what I'm saying? Because if they have it all, then they may not respect you because you ain't got it. They like, well, shit, I got it. You ain't got it. I don't respect shit you say. As opposed to with somebody, let's say y'all both starting off on ground level and y'all both building each other up, and then that in turn builds the family up. That in turn
Yeah,
build legacy up. You know what I'm
coming
saying?
on the ground
Now you got
floor.
something.
Yeah,
Now you got how many business we seen, like business we seen since the pandemic? You got a husband and a wife, like you see a bunch of that. Like, oh, this husband and the wife created this. Even the slutty vegan in the cheesesteak dude in Atlanta got together. They a couple now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't got married and had kids. So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Two people who had separate businesses combining and becoming one. That's cool. But see, look, they built it up together. You know what I'm saying? He was building his thing, she was building her thing. They came together, and now they building together. That's good. But I don't like it where somebody like who's not working on nothing in life and like, well, damn, you should. I want a rich person, or let's say you a dude, shit, you ain't working on shit in life, and you want to date a woman like whoever
Janet
most popular,
Jackson.
yeah,
Yeah,
somebody who, yeah, or even let's even say about a lawyer or doctor. Let's say you got like this lawyer chick you wouldn't want to date, but you, not to say because you ain't a lawyer you can't date her, but you should be working on some things for yourself. You know what I'm saying? To show her like, well, damn, he's
yeah.
at least
But
working on
hey,
himself. He's
yeah,
you know
yeah. But I would say your inner circle has let you down if you're going out with that unrealistic expectations. Now it's fine to say for
yeah
brothers. It's fine to say for brothers, and I can speak to that from experience. Because a lot of times a person be so delusional, you be like, yeah, I'm just gonna let him have it. I ain't even got it in me this week. But that's when you let them down as friends when you be on that.
yeah yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but you have to have like when it comes to relationships, like it's the thing we hear a lot. You hear a lot of sisters say, "Oh, they no good brothers out there. They know it's a bunch of good brothers out there. You just don't date them motherfuckers.
Man,
You just don't want to date them. You know what I'm saying? Like
he said
because
you're
it
gonna
might be
have to
because of
get
what a brother
realistic
work.
expectations, or you're gonna have to learn to settle, baby, because it ain't gonna happen.
exactly, exactly. Everybody. I mean, think about this. You got to remember, like some of the most famous brothers had a wife that was supporting them. Like, look at Samuel Jackson. Remember, his wife told him to quit working so he could focus on acting. Now, how many women
Yeah,
would have did that? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no big famous actor at the time, and he was in his late. He was older. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Samuel
yeah,
didn't get on
yeah.
his
He was
like
the
late
last one
30s,
out of
early
the
40s.
nest.
So
Yeah,
right. So his wife could have said, you know what? Your dream ain't shit. You ain't about to be nothing. She told him, hey, stop working and focus on his acting. You about to be big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at him now. You know what I'm saying? One of the top actors in the country, in the world, So even Denzel, wife, he was saying that his wife let him be able to focus on his gift, which was acting. So he really didn't have
hmm
to go out there working like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they basically them women held it down till they got to a point where they were big enough to say, hey, you don't have to work no more. You know what I'm saying? So it works out like that sometimes, man. It does work out like that. But yeah, that's the moral of the story, man. Like if you are you should try to, I think, find look at everything about a person. Look at their drive, look at their heart, look at their ambition, look at what things they got
yeah,
going on. Now, if they just sitting there telling you what they go do and they not doing it, then by all means don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they just selling you a dream. Man, I'm gonna do this one day. I'm gonna do that one day, and you never see them go about doing it. I'm gonna start me a podcast one day, and then you like, damn, this motherfucker ain't never started no podcast. Or I'm gonna
hell
do
yeah,
this one even if you got a person that at least they try it and they consistently try to do it and keep hammering away at it, then you know what I'm saying, at least you got somebody that like, wow, they'll put their
yeah,
all into something. You know what I'm saying? They'll
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead and go the
yeah,
extra
yeah.
mile.
Show that extra commitment or dedication to something
Oh yeah.
else
Oh
just
yeah.
to improve yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, I do think that a lot of people do that. They were like they think they're like, sometimes it ain't just women, it's dudes too. Like sometimes I'll be with brothers, you everybody know that picky brother. And you
Yeah,
be like, damn,
hell
what's wrong
yeah,
with her?
yeah. They think they stock way higher than it really is.
You be like, what's wrong with old girl? I'm like, man, she left-handed. You be like, what, man? She left-handed, man. I don't fuck with left-handed babies, man. I don't fuck with no left-handed babes, man. You know what I'm
Like, oh,
saying?
that's a
It'd be
deal
something
breaker.
real, right? It'd be something real small and minute.
Yeah,
But
it says she got a
there's
gap in
nothing
her teeth.
wrong with
I'm
having
good.
hell yeah. It ain't nothing wrong with having value in yourself, but it's just the thing of it's nothing you have to know your self-worth and your value. You do. But when you start thinking I had a perfect little meme that I don't know why it ain't up here, but I'm gonna try to see if I can send it now, put it up. But you might or what was that Cat Williams said it the best. Women to get rid of an 80% brother for a 20% brother. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, well, he ain't an 80% brother. He ain't 100%, but damn, he was at least 80%. Now you done went down to damn 20%. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
got something worse. So, um, I think we should give each other time to build or grow as people. When you date someone, if you're in a serious relationship, I mean, um, remember that movie? Good example of that. I don't watch Tyler Perry, but the premise of it was funny to me. That Acrimony movie with Taraji. She was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm supporting him. I'm supporting him." Then that motherfucker got big on her ass.
Yeah, he did, didn't
He
he?
did her in, man. So, like, man, you've been talking shit all this time. Now, but watching the movie, you did kind of feel like, well, man, he full of shit. No, that motherfucker wasn't full of shit. That dude ended up he ended up getting that big contract and then
Yeah,
pulling the
yeah, he looked
okay,
like
bitch, keep riding.
B12, didn't he?
Yeah, he used the hell out of the old girl though. That shit was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, not that he used her, but it's just the movie itself was like
And
kind of
he
funny to
leveled
me.
up in the game.
Right. I'm like, this dude right here. But that just goes to show you, like you said, you should put your effort behind somebody who's trying. Like you really with dating, man, you really have to vet who you're dating and who you getting with
Yeah, but I mean,
You know what I'm
most
saying?
importantly,
Because,
you gotta
like I
have
said, you
yourself.
just
You
never
gotta have
know.
yourself mentally together, and you have to be totally realistic in your expectations,
Yeah,
or else you going on a goose chase anyway, and it's probably not going to end well. I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
you got to either
Yeah, it's
hold
true.
yourself accountable or have yourself an inner circle that's willing to hold you accountable for yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Um, so I think I got this picture, y'all. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull it up right
Yeah.
now. It really says oh man, we gotta let me see,
This
get that
sounds
out
like
of
we
here.
got to
Sorry about
call
that.
her.
Yeah, we gotta call her in and stuff. Uh
They said, "No, nigga, this is where I got to draw the line."
hell nah. But hold on one second. All right. I had to go through a little back door to get up in here. Let me show you this meme, y'all. The meme says, Lord, send me a good man. It says, I did. You said you don't eat at Cheesecake Factory. That is that's a perfectly good meme right there
Yeah,
of what
yeah.
we talk about. That
She
says it
lost
all.
faster than that cheesecake. I'm telling you.
He said, I did send you a good man. You said you don't go to Cheesecake Factory. So basically, that's just saying sometimes you can walk right past your blessing. You know what I'm saying? Blessing be right up under your
You got to
nose, and
block
you
your
just be
own
like,
blessing.
you know. But give us your thoughts and comments. We're gonna end this show right now on the B side of the game. But give us your thoughts and comments. What do you
To
think
new
about
beginnings.
that? Yeah, what do you think? To new beginnings. And what do you think about that? The average man has a hard time finding true love because the average woman doesn't realize her ass is average too. Fellas, let me know, chime in. Ladies, y'all let me know and chime in too in the comments below. Me and Big Swag go get out of here. Your man KCL, your man Swag as
Salute.
always. Salute, we out. Peace.
Peace.